areas like Solino, a community that remained relatively safe until now.
The goal of the battle is to take control of Salina neighbourhood, Delmas 18, Delmas 24, and to move forward because we asked for dialogue with the government. They didn't want that. Today, we turn our weapons on those who fight us.
The gang is part of a coalition of rival gangs known as Viva and Sam, which means living together. They have issued warnings to the population to either. They're getting more powerful every day. Armed gang members in Canaan, on the outskirts of Port-au-Prince. The UN estimates gangs now control 80% of the Haitian capital. But gang members say they're the least of Haiti's many troubles.
People say gangs like ours are the country's biggest problem. But where do we find all these weapons?
This part of the city is deserted. The UN says more than 700,000 people have been displaced. They fled when the gangs started spreading terror, burning down houses, killing indiscriminately, raping women and girls. These are barricades the gangs erect to keep the police out of their territory. They pose a major challenge. Often they use shipping containers stolen from the port. Part of the Kenyans' job is to remove them by pushing them with their armored vehicle.
So we are going to push them right now so that you can see what we usually do.
10,000 people have been forced to flee their homes in Haiti. Yes, the gang members are saying they must get out of their homes, or if they remain, they'll be unalived and their houses torched. So I'm asking myself, if these gang members are for Haitians, why are they forcing people to move out of their permanent residential areas?
The gangs already control 80% of the capital. Now they're moving into areas like Solino, a community that remained relatively safe until now.
The goal of the battle is to take control of Salina neighbourhood, Delmas 18, Delmas 24, and to move forward because we asked for dialogue with the government. They didn't want that. Today, we turn our weapons on those who fight us.
The gang is part of a coalition of rival gangs known as Viva and Sam, which means living together. They have issued warnings to the population to either leave or face the risk of being burned to ashes. This is happening as the Haitian police is currently outgunned, and after the United Nations deployed what is known as the Multinational Security Support Mission, composed for now of 400 Kenyan. They're getting more powerful every day. Armed gang members in Canaan, on the outskirts of Port-au-Prince. The UN estimates gangs now control 80% of the Haitian capital. But gang members say they're the least of Haiti's many troubles.
People say gangs like ours are the country's biggest problem. But where do we find all these weapons? People live in areas without food, water, roads and hospitals. And they accuse us of being the country's problem. We leave it for the state to answer.
Haiti has been in the middle of an economic and political crisis for years, with violence spiraling out of control following the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in 2021. Alexandre Macandre's house was set on fire by armed groups trying to take control of another part of the capital.
As you can see,
the community and the Asian people, as I said earlier, we are not going to fail you.
The mission's mandate is to counter gangs, improve security conditions in the country and secure critical infrastructure. In May, Jamaica pledged their support for the mission, promising a contingent of 200 officers, but the Prime Minister said it was not possible to deploy them all at once.
Something hits the hatch above us. The smell of petrol engulfs us.
As you can see,
It's raining already.
petrol is still dripping inside this vehicle. They're still here, so they could still fire at us.
Instead, the burning Molotov just misses our accompanying vehicle. They target the rest of the convoy, shooting from abandoned buildings. The Kenyan forces in the second vehicle fire back. Meanwhile, the commander is getting information from his drone operator.
Mike 2, Echo 1.
And another not too subtle warning left by the gangs: human skulls.
The skulls are usually elected there in order to intimidate us, like sending a message, hey, don't make an attempt of coming through this street. We are here. But then we cannot be intimidated by such stuff. We have seen worse things than those.
The Kenyans selected for this mission have...
From the videos, there is a clear portrayal that a lot of gang members, or rather gang groups in Haiti, are not working towards the revolutionary stance that most of them are talking about, or rather most of people in Kenya, Jamaica, Haiti are talking about. You can imagine gang members telling people to move out of their residential areas, and 10,000 currently have been replaced from their homes, and they are telling Haitians, if you don't move, we'll come and unalive you and we'll burn your houses, or rather take all your belongings and make you homeless in your country, Haiti. So I'm asking myself this question. If these gang members are for Haitians, why are they chasing them from their homes? What is the end goal? What do they intend to achieve? A lot of people have been coming to my channel whenever I talk about Haitian gangs and the Jamaican, the Kenyan soldiers. Most of them are saying, these are investors, they are oppressors, they're coming to Haiti to cause more mayhem in Haiti. And I'm asking myself this question. What is happening currently in Haiti, whereby the gang members are the perpetrators of such kind of atrocities towards their fellow Haitians? Who's the bad person here? That is a rhetorical question. You may answer or may not answer. Anyway, it's a critical, sad situation happening in Haiti currently, whereby Haitians who are the gang members and Haitians who are not the gang members are being harassed, and especially Haitians who do not have any means to access firearms to defend themselves are being harassed out of their homes. You can imagine, within a week, 10,000 people have been displaced. How sad can that be? From a humanistic perspective, do you think it's fair that a lot of Haitians are suffering under the hands of their fellow Haitians? Do you think the presence of the Jamaican, Kenyan and the Bahamas forces is necessary in Haiti to help the situation? A lot of people have come online and say yes, the Kenyan and Jamaican forces should get out of Haiti because they are causing more mayhem, more suffering to Haitians. But I tend to disagree, because currently what is happening, the Jamaican and Kenyan forces are trying to restore peace in some areas, although the gang members still hold 80% of Port-au-Prince and some other places across Haiti. But gang members coming out and displacing 10,000 people and promising them if they find them in such and such location, they'll unalive them. What does that point out to? It points out to terrorism, the lack of respect for human dignity, the lack of respect for the Haitian people, despite the fact that these gang members are Haitians. So I tend to ask myself this question. The people who support the gang members, do you support such kind of atrocities they are committing in Haiti? And for the people who support Jamaican and Kenyan forces, do you support them to continue creating an environment whereby all Haitians will be able to prosper, thrive, and just build a society that is more dependable? Anyway, I think it's high time that Haitians, whether in Haiti or outside Haiti, think about the current situation in Haiti, its implications on society, its implications on their image on international level. It has been more than 200 years. No critical solution has ever been found regarding the gang problem in Haiti, and I'm hoping very soon, with the addition of the Kenyan, the Bahamas, the Jamaican forces in Haiti, a critical mutual respect will exist, and these gang members probably may be handled to limit their kind of current stance in harassing Haitians, removing them from their homes. So my viewers, you have watched the videos, you can judge for yourself the situation that's going on in Haiti currently. I'll read your comments and reply to them so that we can chat some more. There are those who support what the gang members are doing, and if you're supporting it from the perspective that you think they are revolutionaries, maybe you should tell us, why are they chasing 10,000 people from their homes and promising to unalive those who remain behind, or rather steal their properties? And for those who support Jamaican and Kenyan forces, tell us, what do you think about their progress so far? What have they achieved? Are they instigating positive changes that will drive Haiti into a positive direction? Thank you for watching me up to this end. You are my siblings and parents, so if you like this video, ensure to subscribe, like, comment and share. I appreciate you, I love you, and let's meet in the next video. Bye bye, see you.